Hello everybody and welcome to Shroom and Gloom. This is a brand new, still in development, action roguelike deck builder. And I love roguelike games. This literally piques my interest. The visuals, stunning. And the gameplay, also cool. So, we loot the corpse, we start off with a deck. This is the only deck available to us at the moment. But we're met with a locked door. And we have some cards. We can heal 3, draw 1, we can dig for weapons, we can heal 15 health, or we can unlock and deal 4 damage to ourselves. It is handy, so we always get it in the first turn. And no matter what happens, we have it in our hand. So we're going to have to take 4 damage because we didn't open up the key. And now we're into combat. So this little guy is going to do 3, 6, and 3 damage. And we have some additional status effects. So if they're timid, if they are attacked, the little guys on the side, they will stop attacking us. So what we can do is we can add 3 vulnerable. I've played this just a little bit before. So vulnerable enemies take 50% more damage per stack. So we're adding 3 vulnerable. So he has 3 stacks, so he takes 150 more damage. So if we attack for 4, we kill. We do 10. And then we can just attack here, and we can end our turn. And then because they're timid, they didn't get to attack. And it's our turn again. So we attack with this. We get a heal, right? Because roast does 3 damage, and in fatal, you get a toasty. This is a toasty, so we're going to use toasty so we can heal back because we lost 4 health last time. And then we're just going to roast them again to make another toasty. And now we get to choose a reward. So we can either make a Twinkie, but we exhaust the card. However, when we dig, we do find another Twinkie. That's the passive effect. We can get another dig, or we can dig up a snack. So, we do have a shovel already, so we're going to go ahead and get a box of Twinkies. We're going to step out of this room. In the next room, after this reward, we got our hand back. So here, I've seen the only 3 things that show up here. So, ready to scrap, draw an extra attack at the start of each combat, draw an edible at the start of each exploration, or if you die, you get your health 50% back. And I think that's easily the best card we can get. So here, unfortunately we don't have many things to do here. So all we can really do, so we can use the key, right? That gives us a chest. We get to choose a reward. Replenish. So when you this card is drawn, you get another card. You can't play it, but it's passive. When you heal past max, increase max health by 3. Or we can get increased damage on all cards in hand by 2. Or we can also get the skeleton key, which is another unlock. But after you use it 3 times, it evolves into another card. So I think we want to go with either A or C, right? The first or the third. We do have max health right now. So having this well-knitted card would be great. I think we'll go with that. So because we got well-knitted into our hand, the replenish effect kicked in, and we got a shovel also. So I think what we do here is we activate Rat Jerky. That gives us +3 to our health. We can then use Shovel, which digs, right? So now we get another Twinkie because of the box Twinkies. What do we do here? Add 1 vulnerable, deal 2 damage, deal 4, deal 1 to self, but it evolves. Deal 1 damage 3 times. If fatal, make a toasty kebab. What do I do here? I think the infected limb is probably the coolest one. Just because it evolves. But vulnerable's good. I think we'll just get... I'll stick with vulnerable. I'll play it safe. So here, this costs nothing. We draw a card, but we do lose the card. We'll use the Twinkie. And that'll give us another +3 maximum health. And then if we dig again, that gives us another Twinkie, but we have to first choose our dig target here. And Hungry Blade is really cool. You do 4 damage. If it's fatal, it gets 1 damage, and that's a permanent damage increase. So very good card. Distant Shadow, also a very good card. After you use it 1 time, you get spell weakness, and every time you play a card, the enemy that you use this card on will take an additional damage point. But after you use it 1 time, it evolves, and the cooldown goes cheaper every time. So I think I'm going to go with that route. Mighty Tunnel. Home of the Hungry Mole trades for edible cards. Okay. Or we can go Home of the Sneaky Mole. Trade lockpick for cards. So we can trade edibles or lockpicks. I usually get this one. I don't think I've ever gone that route, so I think we'll do that. So I'm going to first use my Twinkie, right? That gives us another +3 permanent health. And I can use this or hold on to it. If I use it now, we get more health. But I guess let's hold on to it, right? We might need health in the long run. So we have on the left side, we have our energy. We're out of energy, which means we can't use anything except for Twinkies and Bash. Those are the requirements. And then the right, we have, we have our discards. They get reshuffled at the end of everything. So we have to get through this combat. He's sleeping. He's going to shield himself, and he's going to attack into us. So same thing like before. If we use Flash on the middle guy, we can stab for 10 damage. And then we just have 2 points left, which means we could just KO one of these guys. So let's just not even let him make a shield, and then we can pass a turn. Alright, so he's going to shield himself, and I'm okay with that. So we're going to just use Distant Shadow, which means next time we use Distant Shadow, he's going to evolve. And we'll just use a Toasty so we can heal ourselves. And then here, we could just stab, and we can sneak attack. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Alright. So, Picky Eater. When you eat, you make a bone to pick card. Very good card for us to have. When you open a lock, you draw 2 cards. I think the Picky Eater is probably our best one. So when we go into this room, we're going to visit the Trader. You get Shurikens, deal 3 damage. It's handy. You always start with the card. And when it's drawn, you get another card. Only has 20 uses, though. Heal 5, draw 2. Consume. This card is destroyed upon being played. Okay, that's not great. Increase target damage by 4, and then it is exhausted for the rest of the combat. Huh. I don't like the Shuriken only has 20 uses, but I think this might be our best bet here. Oh, we don't even have any lockpicks that we can... Oh. I just have to say no thank you. I have nothing to trade. Alright. But we're back here. So we can dig. Gives us a Twinkie. Deal 8 damage. If it's fatal, make a spicy toasty. Instantly grabbing that. Don't even care what else is there. And then so we can use our Twinkie. We get more health permanently. What do we do here? We have that skeleton pick. I'm going to try to draw into it. So we'll heal, which gives us more health. And we got the Picky Eater here. So if we eat something, we get a bone to pick. Unfortunately, the only thing we can use is box of Twinkies, but I don't want to do that. So, if we use another shuffle card, we get Hungry Blade, Distant Shadow, and Seasoning. Seasoned enemies make toasties when they die. I'll get a Hungry Blade this time. And then we can use another Twinkie, which gives us another +3 permanent health. And because we ate a card, we get a bone to pick. So what do we get here? Has a chest or contains an icy pool of 25 max health. That's probably our better bet. We're going to go ahead and get that open. Yeah, we can use this as a box of Twinkies or Bash. This was a great hand if only we got to keep it. So, he shields all allies. He's sleeping, and so we're only going to take 3 damage from this guy. So we're going to first cast Distant Shadow, and we're just going to evolve it. So it's the same card, except it has a 2 cost now. So I think first we do Dark Accountants, right? This is our new card. And I think we're going to put it on one of the little guys. I'll put it on him. So now we can just incinerate the one who's going to attack us. So we take 0 damage this turn, and because of Dark Accountant, he now has spell weakness, which means he took 1 damage. So if we end our turn, everyone gets a nice shield, and we're definitely about to get beat up. So I think we just flash an enemy, right? So he takes 150 more damage. We can then attack into him. And then we can Hungry Blade, so now that card is permanently upgraded. And let's just drop damage on him, because we can just get rid of him now. Alright, so we take a little bit of damage, it's fine. We can use... Alright, he's sleeping, and he's going to shield again, that's fine. So we're going to put Vulnerable on this guy. And then... I think we just use Toasties to start dealing some damage here. What do we do? I think I have to take that 6 damage. This does what? 4, 8, 9. Oh, sorry, 4, 8, 9. What am I doing? 4, 8, 13. This is 13 damage. So we could do 4, 4, and we can Hungry Blade for 5. Next time Hungry Blade is in our hand, it does 6 damage. Alright, so now we can sneak attack, so we can apply Vulnerable. We can stab, and we can roast. Alright, what is he gonna do now? We'll retreat when their turn comes. Alright, his return is never gonna come. So we're gonna stab for 4, and then Hungry Blade. Now, next time, Hungry Blade, 7 damage. Alright, here we go. We can scratch around in the dirt. We can pick a lock pick a lock and scratch out a truffle, draw a card. It only has 2 uses though. When you open a lock, 2 cards. No, we'll scavenge. It's a 0-cost card. There's literally no problem with that. Alright, so we got plus 25 HP. We got Picky Eater. When you eat, you get a bone to pick. Alright, we like that. When you dig, alright, so we'll dig. We'll get a Twinkie. This Incendiary card is really good. I'll take it again. Unfortunately, our health is so low that, like, 56 out of 68 that we can't really do anything. But we can use a Twinkie. Heal 3, get a bone to pick, right? A bone to pick can then open that. We still have 2 uses left here. So I think we'll just burn our rat jerky, get another bone to pick. We can scavenge for free. Deal 2 damage, add a vulnerable. Okay, so we... Oh, but this has... Ah, it's okay. So it's we lose it forever, or we can do a mood thing. This is another thing with cards. Unfortunately, we don't really have anything to play along with that. We could start here, but I don't think it's going to be great for us. I'll do it anyway, I guess. Alright, so we can Twinkie. Alright, so we now have 2 bone picks right there. It says X2. We have 1 more move left. I think we just shovel again, right? We get another Twinkie. Deal 4 damage when you eat, increases by 1. Yes, sir. We'll take that. We can Twinkie. And now we're back to full health, but we have nothing to spend it on. But we do have 3 bone picks, which is awesome. We don't really have to worry about healing anymore. Alright, so we're only going to get attacked by 1 guy, but they're all timid. He regens 2 health, he regens 2 health, but if they're attacked, they stop playing the game, which is awesome. So... I think we just incinerate this guy so we don't take any damage. We get a Spicy Toasty. And then we can just use our Dark Accountant so that we can hopefully evolve him soon. We might as well attack this guy so he doesn't, get an 8. Hungry Blade deals 7 damage, which means, let's hit him. Boom, done. So next time Hungry Blade does 8 damage. If we use Roast on him, we get a Toasty. And because he was taking passive damage from the Dark Accountant, that ends that. Reduce damage when you receive by your current value. So this is a passive card. You just hold it in your hand. Not a huge fan of that, but the effect is cool. Deal 1 damage if fatal, multiply this damage by 2. It only has 9 uses. I'm not a huge fan. Maximum health. We like that. That's kind of something we've been working on. We have 68 max health. Alright, so here. This was a bad hand that we drew, right? We just don't have any real options. We got no dig, and that was really like the center of everything. So we can just bone pick, and this is like our first mini boss, I think, right? The guy with 90 health comes out. Yeah. So what do we do here? They're all timid. He's gonna hit us with 3. We can't take anything. Retaliate swift attack. So what do we do? I think we just stab that guy and then we roast him. So we have a heal. This only has 7 uses left, so we can just drop one on the big guy. Because why not? I don't know if this goes down every turn. I would assume so, but let's find out. I'll hit him so we take no damage, and I'll pass turn. So we take 3. It does go down, okay. So now we have this, right? So we can evolve Dark Account into Close Friend. This is the most awesome thing we could do. So if we just apply that to him. First thing we do is we pick a guy to incinerate. Either one. They're both going to do the same amount of damage to us. So we just KO him. So every time we hit him, he hits us, right? That's his effect with this. And then we hit him. So every time we play a card, right? Which is a little bit sucky until we get rid of these 2 guys. And then it's just a fair trade, which is awesome. So here we get Hungry Blade. We'll get rid of him. Damage 3. Heal 3. Awesome. We do that. So we can keep healing. And then we're at 64 to 68. So we can use the Toasty. Alright. Let's see. What do we do here? When you eat, increase damage by 1. Awesome. We just don't have anything to eat. So we can apply another vulnerable. And then we can just kind of just throw everything at him for damage. Okay, he's attacking for 2 again. We can apply another vulnerable because he's a big guy. I don't care. We can heal, we can attack, and we can attack. I expect to lose health during this fight. It is what it is. Here's another vulnerable, and he's gone. Okay, whatever. Deal 6 damage to all. Linger. This card will not be discarded at the end of your turn. Exhausted cards can only be used in combat. When you eat, increase this card's damage by 1. That's not bad. Deal 1 damage, make a regret. Discard target card, draw 1 card. Okay, no. I'm okay with that. And increase damage. I think we'll just go with left to rot. Let's see what hand we get this time. When you eat, you make a bone. We do have a bone of pick, so we can use it right there. Let's go ahead and use shovel because we have nothing else to do. I almost want another distant shadow. It just sucks to evolve him late. I guess we'll get one just in case, and then we can just get a mood here. So draw 1 card, gain 1 energy. When this card is destroyed. Oh, sorry. This card is destroyed when it leaves your hand. Rage 2, add 2 damage to your attacks. Deal 3 damage for every mood in your hand. We have 0. So, I mean, draw 1, gain 1. We'll take that. That's. I know it's only 1 use, but like it's still a very good card. Oh, look at them. Pop back up. Oh, man. Okay. We'll try to deal damage. That's 9, 6, sleep, nothing. Okay, so what do we do here? That's really good. I like the Hungry Blade here. Spicy Toasty, what does it do? Regular Toasty is heal 5. So I think we just, yeah, if we just stab, right? We just stab this guy because he's sleeping. He's not going to do anything. We incinerate. We get a Spicy Toasty, which means that we can then use that on this guy. And then we can deal 9 damage. And now that does 10 damage from now on. We'd take a whole bunch of it. Alright, Close Friend again. What is this? He will gain 5 stacks of Rage. Alright, so let's put that on him. I think Rage is okay. I think Rage is interrupted if they take damage. So we can apply a Vulnerable, and then we can attack. And because he's now Spell Weakness, yeah, we'll cancel off damage. So because of Spell Weakness, it counts as an attack. So we can also get a use here. Let's apply another Spell Weakness. Yeah, because Spell Weakness, yeah, his attack is gone. And I think we just end turn here. So all we have to do is focus on the one on the left and we're fine. So we attack here, attack here, attack here, end turn. Deal 4 damage when you eat? No. No. Alright, so if we use Hungry Blade, I know it's a waste of damage, but it gets a +1 permanent. And then we can apply a vulnerable. And attack again. And then anything we use here is fatal, so we just roast. So we can get a toasty. Build a dummy to sharpen your attacks. Unlock, deal 1 damage to yourself. Increase your max health by 5. Ooh. 2 uses only, though. Dig up treasure. Make a stone pick. I like the digging for treasure part. The stone pick doesn't look like it's going to be that great for us. So I guess... But, you know, if we get Twinkies, the box of Twinkies back in our hand, it gives us another option. Alright, so that was a full heal that we just stepped into. We do have a bone pick. So, alright, so let's use this. Let's get +5 max HP. You will guarantee Foresight. So we can go to Thorny Tunnel or the Mossy Tunnel. Let's go Mossy, I guess. Probably looks nicer, right? Look at these visuals. Alright. So he's gonna heal. He's timid. So these guys are timid, and we're gonna take 5, 10, 16 damage, but we just healed full, so I'm fine. I guess the first thing we should do is probably just get rid of one of those guys so we can get a spicy toasty. Fortunately, we just don't have enough damage on board here to do anything, so I'm cool with just sneak attacking and just getting rid of the second guy. I think we just take the 16 damage. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Oh, here we go. So we can evolve this, which is cool, right? That gets us another Dark Acquaintance. So he's gonna heal. He's shield. He's gonna shield everyone, and he's gonna attack into us. We can't eat, unfortunately, so left to rot's not gonna really help us here. Heal 3. There's no way I can make more damage. I think we just click the Dark Accountant for the simple reason that the more you use it, the greater the chance to evolve. And then we just we attack the other plant. Okay, these are great cards to have. So 4, 8. So if we stab here, and then we just attack here, and then we can just incinerate. Spicy Toasty comes in clutch. We just use it on the middle guy. We heal 3, and we pass turn again. Use the Toasty, because why not? Close Friend's going to evolve. I think we just use Flash here. Oh, we should use Close Friend first, and then we use Hungry Blade. Yeah, we could have gotten an extra point of damage in for free. Alright, apply Vulnerable. 4 damage and 1 damage. Hungry Blade's gonna get another upgrade here. So if we just do this, boom. Thick Skin, replenish. If this card is in your hand, when you take damage, increase your maximum health by 1. Deal 4 damage twice. Dodge 1. Unlock, blah, 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 blah. Huh. We could probably make some use out of Thick Skin with that other shovel, because it gives us the pick that makes us take 1 damage. When an enemy dies, draw 1 card. We like it. Alright, what do we get this time? Alright, so we have a regular shovel, and we did get the box of Twinkies. So now we can shovel, Twinkie, eat, picky eater. So shovel. Left to rot's not really doing anything for us. I'm actually a little upset that we even got it. I don't know what practice dummy does, so I'll pick one up. And then we can Twinkie. That gives us the bone pick. We then pick. What do we do here? I really wish that well knitted. We were healthier. Let's try the. Oh, let's try the practice dummy. Select the card to gain replenish. When you draw this card, you draw an extra card. Ooh, okay, hell yeah. I like incinerate, so we'll just make that even stronger. Oh, so that's actually a really good card. If we use Splintering Shovel, we do get another Twinkie. And like I just said, I like Incinerate, so I'm just going to grab that again. We can eat again. Oh, no, I don't have enough points. We did get the Stone Pick, but that's good for, like... What the hell is happening? That's good for the thing that we don't have yet. The card we just added. So we lose this hand. He has 100 health. He has loot, and he has spell weakness. Okay, so we have to get rid of him. Alright. So now we have the Loving Parasite. So we can apply spell weakness for free, which is awesome. I know this part sucks. I hate using the because his battery's 4 now. I can't take all this damage. Let's go ahead and use the Loving Parasite on the big guy. It does 8 damage to all, which is pretty nice. So if I flash one of them, I can use Left to Rot on everyone. And then I can use Roast on this one. And because we added a card, we get a card. So now we can Toasty again. Hungry Blade. Oh, we don't have any more energy. That would have been a good card to have. We could have got another free point. Alright, so we take 10 damage here. Enemies will run away eventually, by the way, so that's why it's a little important. We'll try to add card to my hand. Give the player Horn Wart. Alright, so they have a total of 5 health each. So we incinerate. We get another card. Nice. I can't use it this turn, though. Deal 3, heal 3. Or we can just incinerate. Because that gives us more things. Alright, so we have 2 spicy toasties. We'll use both so we can keep healing. I should probably... No, I was going to say I should probably use that, right? The scavenger blade. But it's just... Incinerate does so much more damage. Alright, so now he heals 2, and we got this. It deals 5 damage itself, and it stays in our hand. That part sucks. So we can sneak attack, and then we can stab, and then we'll just use this. It still does damage to him because of spell weakness, and it just gets it out of our hand forever. So he's added another moss, so he heals for 3 this turn. We're definitely going to Hungry Blade. It's just big damage, and I think we just stay on the offensive here. We take 10 damage here, but there's nothing we can do about that. Could probably get a use out of a Dark Acquaintance. And then stab. He's going to add Mossy again, which is fine. I mean, not Mossy, Hornwort. Hungry Blade comes in clutch. Stab, and we can end our turn. No matter what happens here, I think we're good. 3. So we just do this and this. Alright, Frog Juice. Consume the target. Replenish. That could be good to get dead cards out of our hand. And it's 0 cost. Increase target damage by 10. Increase max health. But you lose this card. Oh, you lose every one of them. I think I'll go Frog Juice because I have things that are coming up that have like terrible costs. Oh, another card. Unlock Forget Something. Ugh. Increase health by 4. Let's get another shrine. Shrines are cool. Alright, so we have 5 energy now. Let's increase our maximum health. If this card's in here, we take damage. Alright, so if we use this, we get a stone pick, which lets us take damage. Burning Rage. Okay, let's get a mood. So, what do we do here? Thorny Tunnel. Home of a Hungry Mole. Or we can get the Key Mole. I think the Hungry Mole is going to be better. We have more things to do. So now, if we use that pick, we trade 1 HP for 1 max HP. So it's free. It's even better than free. What do we do here? That's a lot of damage from this guy. Spell shield, okay. He has loot, which is awesome. But if he's damaged, he's going to try to retreat. We're going to take some damage here for sure. Alright, so in this event, I think this guy needs to get vulnerable. And we can left to rot everyone. Grab your loot, okay. Hope, temporarily reduced, draw 1 card. Increase target by 4. Consume the toad less travel. I think Sweet Scent's gonna be the best card for us here. And now we can just use 1 Incinerate card. Gives us some little spicy boys. So we can just I take damage if I hit him. I only take 1 damage if I hit this guy though, so let's do that. So we can get some extra health. And everything else has costs, so we're gonna have to take 9 damage. Deal 5 damage to self. When you play any card, you take 1 damage. What? He's attacking for another 9. Alright, so let's just get rid of that. Let's just take the 5. We can use Toasty to heal. We can evolve this little dude. I should have evolved him before, but whatever. This guy's a threat. We have to just use him. And then we can attack there again. Another 9. Our health is getting low. Here's another spell weakness. Add 5 rage to your attack. Oh my god, it just does so much damage now. Hungry Blade. I wish I had something to eat. That would have been nice. We just attack this guy. Need health. Start next combat with a Limber Escape. What? Exhaust target card, consume, replant, persistent temper. What the hell is it doing? I don't even know what's happening. Heal 3. Okay, well, start next combat with heal 3 is great. Deal 10 damage to self, draw 2 cards, gain 1 energy. That could be good, just not now that we have no health. Let's just go ahead and get the stretching ritual. If we get the toad here that we just got, that'd be cool. We have space for it. Let's see what the shopman has this time. Pick, lock, scratchy truffle. No matter what shows up here, I think this is going to be the best bet we have. I have nothing again? No, I used all my freaking toasties again. Oh, I'm so sorry. I love you. Goodbye. No shrine. Dang. Alright, so well, we can use a practice dummy so we can upgrade a card again. What are we putting on it? Select the card to gain draw 1 card. Alright, well, we can make the Hungry Blade stronger. We can't use Well Knitted. We have nothing to eat. All we can do is dig. Exhaust target card, deal 5 damage to all. Increase target by 4. Exhaust the target card. Draw 3. That could be a good card. It could be a good card. Alright, so if we do this, we're at 19 health. I didn't have the card in my hand for the permanent health. That's why. Oops. Oh, what the hell is this? Will evolve upon death. Is evolving. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Alright, so let's just do damage. What's this? Will explode when the countdown ends? Oh, I'm screwed. What does he do with the oh, he's not exploding anymore. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, I wish he exploded. If this card's in here, we can take damage, make him burn. Okay, we like that. Deal 3 damage. Yeah, okay. Yes, heal. Heal me, please. I think Frog Juice is probably going to be our best bet here. I don't think this is going to help us right now. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that card. I think that card is just going to cook us. Wow-wee. That's a lot of damage. Oh, we did get a Burning Rage. Alright, Close Friend is great. We can definitely flash this guy. Our hand sucks. So we just can't even use Roast. We just have to use Left to Rot for damage. Please don't hurt me. Okay. He's gonna hurt me. Where are my health cards? Might be the end of this run. Oof. He's gonna attack for 10 again. No! I have nothing to stop it. Flash him again. Oh, what is this? Why does he keep transforming? It will. How many times does he evolve upon death? Like it. Oh my god. He's going to attack, heal, and he has all these little freaks that explode? I only have 10 health. Okay. Okay. Alright, hold on. If I attack, and then we roast it. We get a toasty. The battery's 0! We're screwed. Oh my god, and this turns into something else. Alright, well. If we had health ready to blow, it would be a really good card right now. I'm just gonna hit it. We didn't draw anything good. Ow. He's gonna attack for another. Oh no, he's gonna inspire enemies to do double damage. That might be worse. Okay, so let's get rid of him. I hate that I have to attack the guys twice. These little guys. And just like that, I have nothing in my hand as playable. They're gonna blow. They're gonna blow up. He's gonna attack for 20! No. See. Okay, well, I stopped him from blowing up, but now he's gonna just beat me. Oh, the Lazarus! Okay, we came back with half our health. That's a good card. Alright, so Burning Rage is giving us extra damage. So this does 14. Alright, 14. If we attack into that, and then we do this, we get a toasty. I'm gonna take 4, 8, 12, 15 damage here. All I can do is attack at once. Ow. He has. Oh, why does he have 9 health? I only do 8 damage. I have to stab. Jesus Christ. Alright, so now we just kind of throw everything at this guy. He has way too much health for me to, like, actually combat this. Not having flash anymore sucks. Okay, he's gonna inspire. Which is, I mean, that's a move. I don't have any heals anymore, and he's gonna, alright, this is the end of the line. We did pretty good damage, but, oh man. Alright, not the first run we wanted. Oh. That's unfortunate. That was messy. One step closer. Let's see how far you... How far did we get? Oh, we get the 10 out of 15? Oh, so we got 2/3 of the way there. You gain nothing in death.